Marcel Pierre.
I'm Miss Donna.
And this is Marcel's Lounge. As you can see, someone has decided to join us again, finally, after, 4 episodes?
And a broken hand.
And a broken hand.
Well, it's not broken, it's severed.
Before we get into today's topic, would you like to explain to the world what happened to your hand?
Dash Ovidular tripped me. It was dark in my house. I did not turn on the light by my front door, but I thought I would make my way to the living room to turn on my studio light that's in there. But Dash tripped me. I fell on my coffee table. I caught myself. Only bad thing is this hand landed on an oil glass burner. So it shattered in my hand and it just went in. I lacerated a tendon, couple digital nerves, had to go to the ER for 7 hours, had surgery about 2-3 days later. Well, okay though. I think I'm a good hand.
I tried to get a different story, but that's the story she stuck with. I don't believe that's what happened.
It's what happened. Nobody does this shit on purpose. And I just don't see how somebody else would make me do this.
I don't know your life.
Okay.
Okay, people. Today's topic, as you can see in the title, is gold digging versus seeking security. We were actually just having this conversation maybe a couple hours ago. First, we're first going to give our definition of what gold digging is. So I'll give mine first. My definition of gold digging is someone who strictly wants you for your money, benefits, and using you to advance through life. What is yours?
Same definition with the tail end of with no regard of the person that's helping them.
Okay.
Because some people, their relationship works like that. But that person offers something for the person that they're, I guess, gold digging on. Well, then maybe I won't call it gold digging, because if you know that I'm here for the gold.
It's still gold digging.
Yeah.
It's still gold digging, but the other person is just aware that it's happening.
Yeah, I would say with no regard of the other person, like, so you don't care what happens to the other person. Like, you could, I would say gold digging most people, like, I'll drive you into debt and not care as long as you're giving it to me. So I'll say that's my definition.
Okay, now seeking security.
Seeking security is very different. I'll use myself for an example. I seek security. I do not want to be with a guy that I feel like cannot have me secure. Am I willing to be the half-seas with a man? It just depends on our living situation. Everybody is different. Not every guy can afford to just completely take care of the whole house. We live in different times. They wasn't paying for internet back then. They wasn't paying for daycare back then. They wasn't paying for tablets, Wi-Fi, all that. You know, it's just the whole nine. We got so much stuff that we pay for and that we have to do in life now. It's a little bit different than just going outside and milking a few cows, okay? So when I say seeking security, yes, I want to deal with the guy that has his things together. If I have my own house, car, and 3 other things going, I at least want to do they got 2 other things going. Because it doesn't make sense for me to be messing with a guy that's a bum.
Now, when do you ask all that? Like, I'll ask about what you got, or like when I first meet you. But when do you think that that person should start helping you? Or
if we're in a relationship and things of that nature?
Not even if you're in a relationship, say that you're working towards a relationship.
Okay.
And he's trying to show good faith.
Okay. And with the disclaimer of, because men have this thing that women have to show good faith by giving it up. Like, oh, you give it up, now I know that, this is it.
That's true.
So I know there's that double standard where it's like, well, you give girls money, she's this and that because y'all do this and y'all not this, whatever the case. I don't look at it like that. You want me to do things to show good faith. It could be clean your house, cook your dinners, whatever the case. I want you to show good faith. So if you see that, I don't know, my car is broken down, don't just look at me and be like, what you gonna do? Like, help me.
I think this is why the good Lord is making you a straight man.
If you have the resources, time, effort, whatever the case to help me, and you don't,
It's okay to offer.
it's okay to offer. Yeah, it's okay to offer. If you just decide not to help me at all, I am not dealing with that. I'm not messing with a dude like that because it just kind of sets the tone for how you're gonna be in a relationship. And I don't want to be in a relationship with a dude that can't spoil me, whether it's financially, emotionally, and all that. If I can't, get that from him, I can't get that from you. I can't give it to you. So it just sounds like we ain't the good match. No. But security just runs further, even without financials, like emotionally. I don't like nonchalant dudes. I hate it. Like, something, it's all right. It is what it is. You know what?
You don't like those go with the flow type people.
No, it's like, okay, you just so relaxed about life and so peaceful. Let me not disturb your peace.
So I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
This lady.
That'll just tear down a girl with all this love in her heart. We're not doing that. You're emotionally unstable, apparently. So I'm just let you be there.
Emotional stability. That right there is so important.
Very important.
It's so important. I've actually talked to a few people. If you see that I'm writing down what we're talking about for future references. Emotional stability. Not even myself per se, because I know that I have things I need to work on within myself. We all do. But if you know for sure that you're not emotionally capable of giving someone else emotional support and love,
don't waste that person.
Please don't waste that person's time.
Please.
And that goes into energy draining.
Seek a therapist.
And I'm actually going to talk about energies.
Or whatever God you serve, pray to him.
Whichever one. I'm going to talk about, I think I'll talk about energies next week.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk about energies next week. Hopefully Deja will be on that show. She will be.
I'll be here.
But back to the goal dating and seeking security.
Am I wrong? Let's start here.
Okay.
So my ex, who did me wrong 3 years ago, okay? Long story short, he cheated on me. And he just got very emotionally abusive at the end of our relationship. He didn't like the fact that I was pretty much grown into a woman, He didn't like that, and we broke up. So 3 years, fast forward, now he's like, oh, let's try this again. I'm really still in love with you, blah, blah, blah. Some people say it's gold digging. I say this was like my way of, I told him I didn't really want to deal with him like that. But if he wanted me to give a good try and to actually consider being with him, he was going to have to help me buy a car.
See, and that's where you and I kind of collide. Because I'm not gonna ask. First of all, yes, he's coming back into your life.
I don't want to be bothered.
You don't want to be bothered.
I told him that.
And that's where it gets tricky. Because to me, I'm like, well, if he still wants to be around, well, hey, you gotta be good for something. But then again, I'm like,
how do I know you're not gonna cheat on me again and break my heart?
But that's that good faith. That's that jumping off the ledge. What did the Bible say? It says something about
Jesus said, "Keep faith in Him, not men."
That's not the one I'm talking about. It's not the one. Walk by faith, not by sight.
I saw him cheat on me, so.
Nah. Irritated.
I just felt like, you could put that foot support for all the things that I had done for him emotionally, as far as basically working for him, being a pick-me ass bitch, and
okay.
I'm sorry.
So you're taking your past experiences and you're just running with just that. So
no, not just that.
But no, because that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
So my question: do you believe that you could possibly forgive this person, believe that person can't change, and maybe they did just have a lapse in judgment?
Yeah, I would. didn't want to be bothered again, but I was more so like, I could probably give him another chance. I seen a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, but I was just like, if it's not worth my time, I'm gonna cry in a new car. It's just this what it
I was really
is.
trying to figure out where this was going, and you just landed it.
Yes, I did.
She said, I'm gonna cry in a new car.
I'm not about to go through the whole up and downs. I was with him to doing that.
But isn't that a relationship? Ups, downs, troubles around.
In order for me to want to go back through that, possibly.
She said you needed a deposit.
I need a deposit. Yeah, like last time you messed up the appointment, so now I need a deposit. It's not refundable. Now I know you're gonna be right at this
I don't even
appointment.
know why I talked to you.
They hate my analogies. Our next episode should be Capricorn analogies, because I can come up.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little segment. The Lounge presents
Asia analogies. That's gonna be a whole book.
Not a whole book. I think I can separate it into series, I think.
One analogy per episode?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna take this back to your boyfriend. You're like, what though? Where'd you get this? Doesn't matter. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What? Just
You heard it here.
go back to these gold diggers.
Gold
Because she
diggers.
give me money.
No, I don't think gold digging. I don't think people should go dig. But if you're doing it, be smart about it.
We've seen people.
Don't be dumb.
I've seen people get beat up.
Don't mess up your blessings.
Speaking of seeking security, dear women,
Mm-hmm,
the ones that aren't necessarily seeking security,
mm-hmm.
that don't mean bypass it.
You need it.
That don't mean bypass it. Some women are just so strong.
Ooh,
They're so strong.
that head.
They just
So
they'll take anything again that treat that man like a bitch.
don't walk over that man.
Don't walk over that man.
Let that man be a man.
Don't be so strong to the point you just blow off your blessings because you feel like you don't need that security because you created that for yourself. Regardless of that, with the gold digging, because some women it's like a mixture of both.
Now look, I don't promote gold digging, but I would hope that your skills would be a little bit better between a 4-figure man and a 6-figure man. Or 7.
You have
Or 8.
Yeah. You can't talk to the 4K dude like you talk to the millionaire.
You got a submission.
Yes, you don't have to
That's
be super
the word I'm
strong.
looking
It's like,
for.
come on now, be a
Submission.
lady. Women are supposed to be soft, submissive. Be a lady.
Now that brings me to a Facebook post.
Gold diggers know better though.
They showed up. See,
The most subtle ones, especially you cute little light skinned petite ones, y'all get y'all weight. I swear.
But look, that brings me to a post that I actually read on Facebook. And it was basically saying, we keep reinforcing submission to women, and that's what they preach in the churches and everything,
Mm-hmm.
because repetition, something about repetition, it keeps it ingrained.
Yes.
And it's not natural.
If it was our natural course, it would just happen. There would be no re-affirmations for it.
But the thing of it, actually, come on. We can get an older generation's perspective on submission.
Hello, everybody. This is my mother. Hello. Turn it away.
Come and join us for a little bit. Okay, so right now we're talking about submission and how how it's taught in churches and everything. And a Facebook post that I read was saying if it was meant to happen naturally, it would just happen naturally. And a lot of times it doesn't happen naturally, but I do believe that it does happen naturally just when the pair is right. A woman will submit to the right man.
Yes,
Okay,
it would.
what are your views on submission? How do you work that?
Well, so far, religious-wise, the Bible tells you that a wife is supposed to be submissive to her husband.
Mhm.
Okay. he's supposed to leave his mother and father, everybody. And she's supposed to go with him. So therefore, the wife is supposed to not indulge with any of her family's issues because now she's in a relationship and starting her own family. She has her own issues. You know, so far as tending to the husband, the family, the kids, and house and wifely duties.
And the same as men picking their moms over their wives.
Oh,
That's not.
I'm gonna talk
We
about that
shouldn't
today.
we shouldn't struggle on that question. Does the wife come before the mother? Of course, no one's telling you to diss your mom, but as far as the household, your wife comes first because this is your household now. I know if your father wasn't there, I am sorry, but that's how it's supposed to be.
Mine wasn't there. I turned out fine.
So that's mainly it. You know, the wife being submissive to her husband. But I feel like that's women also.
Yes.
And that's what we were saying. Like, don't
Yeah.
be, you can be strong, but don't be so headstrong that you're ruining.
Or so submissive to the point you ain't got no backbone.
That part.
No guy likes one without the backbone.
Right, because actually the woman is the backbone.
Yeah.
She keeps
And if she
everything.
don't, and you got
She
to
keeping
do.
everything in contact.
I watch careful for dudes that only date women that I feel like are spineless. Because I feel like them the ones that's controlling, them the abusive ones, them the ones that just treat you any kind of way because they see that in you, so they treat you accordingly. Man's gonna treat you how you allow them to treat you.
And that also
Exactly.
comes from men who actually did have their fathers in their lives, and their mothers were actually like that. And
Correct.
so that they say a lot of things that you learn from the home,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
that's that.
That's all of that, you know, the abusiveness, men being abusive to their wives, come from saying their fathers doing it to their mothers.
Or some of them got issues.
And then some of them do have mental issues.
Yeah.
You know, some of it come from things that happen in the street, things that happen when maybe they went into the service and get that
PTSD.
PTSD.
I don't see Michael Ealy
Drug
dropping
abuse.
kids off that ledge.
Oh,
Alcohol.
that movie right there.
There was
Michael Ealy when he dropped
I can't
kids
watch it.
off the ledge of Medea's.
It wasn't even.
Why did
No, it was for Color Girls. It was for
For Color Girls, yeah, you're right. For Color Girls, where he dropped the kids off
Oh,
the
he dropped
ledge.
the twins off the ledge and they died.
Janet Jackson had HIV.
Yeah, and
I don't know saying that.
Oh wow! I do because I'm thinking of the Tyler Perry got so many movies with the same actors.
My favorite line from that movie is though, you over here bending the people low. All right, ain't nobody bent me over. Oh, so you're doing the bending. It was such a sad scene, but that line right there, I died. I was like,
The brother made me cry. She took off the ring and showed the paper. She said, "Take you and your AIDS with you." Oh well.
yeah, he gave her.
Well, HIV. That's not me.
Oh wow, I tried to get that movie. Okay, thank you very much for coming to my movie.
All right, thank you for being on here.
Take the baby with you.
Come on, baby.
Bye, Dash.
Come on.
I love getting different generations' perspective on things, just because we don't ask our elders enough. We really don't. Okay. And I just think we should definitely do more of that, connecting with our elders.
The older women I talk to, the more they like tell me like, well, he doesn't do anything for you, so you mess with this guy and this is what's going on. Why don't you ask him? Like older women always do that. So when the younger generation, they're like, oh, you're a whore because you're asking for this just because you and him mess with each other. It's just like, but if I say my phone is off and you know I mess with a dude, you're gonna like cut my throat down there because
Where's it asking you shall receive?
yeah, it's basically like, oh, you let a dude you mess with let your phone get cut off. Oh, that's terrible. I could never. But then if I'm like, well, I'll be asking you to do my, pay my phone bill. So like, oh, you doing all because just because you messing with you, oh, you this, you a whore, da da da. It's just like, well, it's like a
You gotta pick your
lose
battles.
situation. What do I do?
You
Ask for
want
an
a
extension?
whore, or do you? I don't know what you want from me. I'm trying to be a whore. Well, I'm not.
You enjoy your whole days because if you don't, you're going to regret it.
Oh, we
And-
have somebody calling in. Hold on, let's see if I can get a perspective from her. Hey yo, we in the middle of filming the show, but I got a question. Okay, so today's episode is about gold digging versus seeking security.
I don't think I'm a great person for it.
You're already on the show. But what do you look for in security?
Like, what you mean, like, other or by yourself?
Like in your significant other, what do you look for in security?
Just stable. Like, just stable mind, somebody that can hold their own. Somebody that just take care of themselves, like, they don't need me, but if they did, I'm here to support.
Okay. Oh, there's my baby in the background.
And that's what I was really calling you.
You've heard from a lot of people today.
All of you gold diggers and security seekers, have fun out there. Whatever you do, be safe. And just remember, what you have between your legs is for
As a wonderful drag queen once said on a wonderful show.
Do one man want to do another one, Will?
Oh, not you. Oh, but any hole is a goal. Any hole is a goal. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content. Please go back and watch the other videos. We have mental health, dating,
Conspiracy theories.
which was
Pizzagate. It's real.
it's real.
They're selling children and calling them pizzas.
All right.
Save, hashtag save our children. That's the